This is a moment we've been looking forward to for 2.5 years. My name is King Hobson, Chief Executive Officer and founder of Diiclae. In the world of fine assets, blue chip artwork continues to appreciate during periods of high inflation, leaving independent artists like your loved ones or everyday collectors like yourselves wondering, how do we participate in this market's appreciation? So naturally, you assume you have one of two options. You can take the gallery management route, but that lacks scalability. Or you could take the self-management route, but that requires more time and expertise. See, the problem with the traditional market isn't just that it operates as a closed circle or that your nieces and nephews may starve in the traditional market. But the primary issue is that since the beginning of time, when you purchase a piece of artwork, you're entitled to this physical sheet of paper. This is called your certificate of authenticity. Now, they're supposed to be extremely valuable, but they're often lost, stolen, forged, and simply put, they don't store value themselves. And that is why we're enthusiastic to showcase we've spent 2.5 years developing a third option. Diiclae, the smartest way to turn your fine art into a royalty-generating, appreciating asset. Imagine the impact of taking those physical certificates and turning them digital and completely streamlining the process of your entire art portfolio. And then imagine no longer, because that's precisely what we do. Diiclae allows you to register a smart certificate of authenticity. Now, this smart certificate lets you monetize, manage, and trade your fine art autonomously, all while tracking the appreciation, providing AI appraisals of your artwork. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, we're talking a Wall Street of creation where art is the asset. So what is the impact? Well, currently, independent artists and everyday collectors make up about 15% of the total global revenue. Totally, the art market is worth $60 billion. But every year in the US alone, $4 billion worth of artwork is sold with no proper management, no proper documentation, and no store of value. And this number has been growing 11% year over year since 2022. So we're looking at a trend where artists want to go independent, and we just want to give them the platform to do it. Therefore, our approach to market right now, we're conducting interviews. This helps us with our initial traction and user feedback. Next, we have influencers bringing their following to our platform, but most importantly, these enterprise partnerships. Building this platform, we learned insurance companies, they have a huge client base of estate clients with an enormous amount of artwork with no provenance, no store value, and no appraisal for none of their portfolio. So we're looking at a 50K to 100K MRR increase per insurance client. And these interviews taught us that our direct competitors are Etsy and Facebook, while our indirect competitors are Spreadsheet. And as you can imagine, they're completely uncomfortable and not satisfied with their current solution, while the remaining 40% are using absolutely nothing to solve their problem today. So as a group, they're all searching for a solution right now. We operate at a freemium 20% of every transaction. We have value-added services along with a software as a service subscription B2B business model. But most importantly, exercising these business models, we were able to bootstrap 86K and launch our MVP. Using the key metrics of a marketplace buyer and seller, once we reach 5,000 buyers by 2026, we'd be on track to achieve 2.5% market penetration, on the way to 100 million annual recurring revenue. Competitive advantages. Currently, we have customers who provide user feedback. We have insider art market knowledge, like insurance companies needing the platform that we provide. We're non-provisional patent pending, but most importantly, there's an irreversible behavior once you register your artwork on the Diiclae platform. Current traction today, we have some users, we have artwork registered, and we were awarded 2022 Non-Traditional Business of the Year by Epicenter. And here we have some of our accelerators who've helped us grow even further, including Silicon Valley's The Battery, Boston's QUBIC Labs, and NVIDIA's Inception program. I am an award-winning Scholastic Gold Medal visual artist, and I started this company with $75 and a vision. Muhan Song, our Chief Operating Officer, he has 2 exits under his belt. And here are some of our advisors who've helped us grow even further, ranging in expertise from asset management, leadership development, and blockchain scalable solutions. We're raising a pre-seed of $500K. This allows us to exit MVP mode, execute our go-to-market strategy, but most importantly, establish a consistent growing monthly recurring revenue. And as always, it's a pleasure. Thank you all for choosing Diiclae, the Wall Street of creation, where art is the asset.